little busier than it was last night or yesterday evening. Stayed at this lovely guest house. Oh, excellent breakfast. Starting a little later than I want to. Hit the timer here. So I need to get on the road here. I think I'm supposed to go straight out town that way. So I'll talk to you guys later. Today's a short day, and I'll talk more about it as I go on. First thing in the morning, a climb. So that's where I stayed last night. Came out of the town, quite easy walk, going through town, across a couple little bridges, and then bang, uphill, 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 uphill. And I'm just trying to remember, St. B's, easy start in the morning, good half hour, 40 minutes before you had to do some climbing, or half hour before you had to do some climbing. Yesterday, it was okay. Pretty flat, just a gradual uphill climb, very subtle, but still uphill. And Innerdale Bridge, was flat, coming out of the town to the lake and going around the lake. So those are easy digesting days, you know. You try to digest your meal, but still trying to just digest this full English breakfast and going uphill is not the most pleasant thing in the world because your body's doing double work. So I'm up here now, and so I gotta go that direction and keep on going. Well, here at the marker. So back that way, probably about a mile, mile and a half, maybe 2 miles, I lost track. There's a proverbial fork in the road. And out here, there's 3 different paths you can follow, depending on the time of year and the conditions. There's a green path, there's a red path, and the blue path. So that fork in the road earlier was the red and blue path taking the high hills up to a Karen monument, which I can see from the valley floor below going that direction. But I chose the green path because I'm lazy and I don't want to overstress myself today. And apparently when you get out here, even though it looks pretty dry, there are boggy, marshy areas. Like right here, see how it's kind of green? There's actually water flowing through this area right here. And according to the tour book or guidebook, it warns you, be very careful because you could, you know, sink down to your ankle, sink down to your knee. They talk about losing boots, losing poles, losing small children. It doesn't sound very safe, but I was told this is the driest path, this is the easiest path, and that's the path that John took today. And I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't go the other way to see that monument, but I gotta think of my holistic health here. So the path goes this way, and I was told as long as I follow the stone wall, I'm fine. And then this meanders up and down and gradually goes down until finally it gets to the bottom, and I have to go up like 30 meters to rejoin where those other 2 paths merge later on. And that'll be probably a couple hours from now, but I'm hoping to find another place to kind of sit back and relax and enjoy the view. Oh, after coming that way down this road and 4 hours and 30 minutes later walking, few pauses here and there. I can take my rest break.
Workout pause.
And I'm getting some water, and I'm gonna be resting in the shade. What a lovely break. So they have a little wagon set up here. I was around the corner sitting in a chair, which the lovely lady there brought out and had me sit in. So apparently this family here is famous because the mother is an author. But what a wonderful turnaround, as you can see. What a wonderful host. And now I guess I have a couple hours, like an hour or so or more to get to where I need to be. And I think that up there is a dovecot. Maybe. We'll find out as we pass by it, but I feel re-energized because I had a Fanta soda, plenty of water, and an ice cream, and one of my protein bars. So let's give it a last little shot here, and we'll be on our way. So I was up around the corner there having ice cream and delicious drinks and taking a much needed half-hour plus rest break, but after working my way back up to this kind of hillside, this level, I want to show you this chasm here, and it's breathtaking. I can hear a little bit of water in the background with the swaying trees, and it's interesting because there's all these little farmhouses here, as you can see them dotted. So I'm assuming at one time these are individual family-run farms, because they kind of look like farmhouses, with some of them have an attached, looks like a barn with a corral to form an enclosure. So another one of the infamous sheep gates here. So I'm feeling much more energized, recharged, fresh legs, and also I took my pant legs off. And so that might have been part of my problem yesterday, is with my feet, is that without the pant legs, or the pant legs blocking the tops of my socks, it wouldn't be as expedient pulling moisture out of my boots away from my feet. So I'm seeing how this feels, and that'll give me a clue for tomorrow. You know, at a certain point, you know, stop, take the pant legs off. And so, and one of the signs with the lichen and everything. So talk to you later. Okay, this is what I imagined what my coast to coast would be like. The whole way, something like this. In the shade, little water coming off the hillside, ferns, little ancient path here. Stuck my head, but no. So I'm enjoying this right now, being out of the sun. Hopefully there's no sticker bushes in here. I've had a couple run-ins with those, you know, some thorny, like boysenberry or wild blackberry plants. But this is rather nice, pleasant. But I'm a couple, probably less than an hour to where I need to be. And I did do an oops, where I walked once again down a hillside by about 100 meters. Crud, had to turn around and come back up the hill, then to get on this path. So with that, I'm gonna turn this off so I don't trip and hurt myself. Hi, a little after 9:30. As you can see, it's dark outside. This is my room for the night. Doing much better than I was doing earlier today. Got some much needed water in my system. The lady kind of walked me back from the edge. I'll talk about that in a moment. And kind of settled down. Had a wonderful meal. This B&B, it's off the beaten track a little bit, but the guy had a full bar downstairs, which is great. Had pints before and during dinner, which was great. I don't know if I said this already. The food was excellent. So after I got cooled down and everything else, and the lady was talking to me about it, yes, this place is 1.65 miles off the coast to coast. However, the Pennine Way happens to go north-south right next to their property. So apparently tomorrow morning when I get up and I leave, I go down to the Pennine Way, follow it down the hill to the town or back to the coast to coast. So you got to think about a very narrow or narrowish isosceles triangle. So that mile that I would have walked from where the trail separated down to Keld, I walked that mile here plus another half mile or so to get here. But then I get to walk that mile and a half back down the way. So overall, I'm walking in an extra half mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile tomorrow to get down to the base of the hill, which is fine. And then the other good news is tomorrow there's a shorter route along the river, which I'm going to take, which would help me get some time in to get down to Wreath, so that way I can go to Mass tomorrow. So this marks the very end of a very long day, and I'm good.